So many veterans would say, okay, you know what, I will concede home court if I make it to the Eastern or Western Conference Finals because I know if necessary, I have a veteran group that can help me win on the road. Now, if you're a new playoff team, you're scrapping and clawing for every win because you want home court advantage as long as you can. And certainly, obviously, you don't want to injure anybody, but positioning is crucial.
And you don't want to lose your rhythm, the feel that you have winning.
It's a real fine line to walk. We've seen the master of pulling those strings, Greg Popovich.
Yes. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. D'Angelo Russell out there with Matthews. Then there's the captain. Then it's Ingram. And it's the Prophet in at the 5 spot. On defense, the Lakers. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Well, hard to dispute. They faced very little resistance. But still, you have to convert when given the opportunity, and they certainly did.
Now here's Ingram. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. There's the pick. Russell from long range. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And free throws are especially difficult on the road. The crowd noise can affect what you're thinking, and it's a challenge. And it was obviously a challenge they were dealing with.
And here is Ingram after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. The Prophet passes to Russell. Shoots the 3. And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Dunn kicks to Towns. Here's Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wiggins has got his first points of the night.
Well, you think the body up to Wiggins will throw him off. It doesn't help at all.
Here's Hassel. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Done with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night.
And that one is good. Towns has got his first points of the game.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Ingram wide open. No good on the triple.
Oh, it's a great look at the basket. Sometimes you feel like the shot is good, and it just comes up that much short.
Dunn kicks to Payne. Towns the screen. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
The pass to the Prophet. Kicks it to Ingram. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Matthews gets it to go.
Well, Matthews not just a perimeter scorer now. He's not afraid to mix it up inside.
Towns sets the pick for Dunn. Shoots off the screen, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
You know, probably could have set that screen with a little more force, but it got him just enough room to be able to finish.
Now here's Ingram. Not a lot of room. Buries it down low.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Now here's Dunn. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
You know, I think one thing about Towns that sets him apart is that basically at this young age, no holes in his game, which is sort of remarkable. I mean, I don't think there's very many players in the NBA at his age that can say that. And you think about all of the aspects and facets that he has to his game, virtually every single one of them he's able to do at a high level.
Here's the Prophet. That's short off the rim.
They were right there on him, guys. When you take away space from a shooter, it can rattle and force a miss like they did there.
Wiggins dishes to LaVine. Now here's Dunn. He's guarded by Russell. Shot clock at 6. LaVine wide open. No good on the triple. And Towns does everything so well. At such a young age, Doris. Pass is great. Strong defender. Has no problem playing inside or outside on offense and moves great for his size.
You're right, Kevin. And he doesn't do anything maybe at the best level in the NBA just yet, but when you put the whole package together, boy, it's jaw-dropping, his ability. Everything you want from an NBA player, that's Karl Anthony Towns.
Lakers trail by 6. Pass to the Prophet. Here's Hassel. He had 13 points in the win against Washington.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard. Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Levine against Matthews. Here's Dunn. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Dunn's got his second basket.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Yep, that one goes.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Towns, high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Outside, Russell. They set the pick to the middle. The Prophet. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Doris, I know you shot a lot of free throws in your day, got to the line often. What goes into the mentality, an aggressive style, or even art form of getting to the line?
You know, I like the way that last part of that question was phrased, the art form, because that's exactly what it is. You know, one, as a guard, you can't have any fear in attacking the rim with bigger bodies around you. You can't be afraid of contact. And, in fact, there is an art form to sort of leaning in without committing an offensive foul. So there's a real touch and flair and confidence it takes to be a guard who gets to the free throw line consistently.
Gorgie Dangs checked in for Adrian Payne. Both good from the line that time.
I think if you look over the history of the Timberwolves, one position they've always been strong in since their inception in 1989, the power forward slot. KG, of course, the big name, but now you get Kevin Love, and then you follow him with Karl Anthony Towns, keeping the tradition alive.
Minnesota with the ball. Now done. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. For 3, Levine drops in the tray. Levine's got 6 points. And thinking more about Minnesota power forwards of the past, Tom Gugliotta, a name that you can throw in there. Can't forget about Al Jefferson, too, for a brief stint with the team.
And Kev, you see it through a lot of sports. Certain teams have a position that always seems to be filled by an amazing player. And for the Wolves, in their relatively young franchise history, that's the 4-man.
Now here's Levine, following the miss by Wesley Matthews. Levine passes to Dang. 2 points. That one goes. And it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Russell kicks to Ingram. Goes up at the stripe. Russell, no good. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And here is Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
And once again, Dunn showing off his all-around game. Not just an incredible shooter, but an unreal finisher on the drive as well.
Now, here is Russell. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Ingram. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's the Prophet. Here's Hassel. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Towns. The Lakers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he can't get the first one. Well, Doris, we know so many teams rely on threes and layups. Is the mid-range game still relevant in the league?
It certainly is to a guy like Sean Livingston.
It is indeed.
I mean, that guy specializes in it.
Good example.
Yeah, listen, I like the mid-range. I don't think you can eliminate any of the 3 levels of the game, at the rim, in the mid-range, or at the three-point territory. To me, it's all important.
I wonder if defenders sometimes, though, feel like that's that gray area where they don't know, should I go out? Should I play him only deep? I think sometimes that creates a lot of question. That mid-range game can be equally as effective.
Well, you have so many organizations who philosophically will say we only want point-blank layups or threes. And so if you've come or been exposed to that mindset, it sort of messes with you. I just, in the analytics era, I would say I want balance.
Yes. Here's Cooligan after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Here's Silk. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And stolen by Wiggins. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Cobb. He dishes it to Collins. The pass to Cobb. Here's Cooligan. The feed to Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
You know, there are a lot of questions about whether Shabazz Muhammad, when he came into the NBA, would ever find his spot. I mean, he's mostly a scorer in college, but you weren't sure how it would translate to the NBA. Seems to be best in being a scoring threat off the bench right now.
And for Muhammad, he has found his role in acting as the offensive spark Doris when his team needs him. And when you watch him play that role, he's suited to that kind of style.
Yeah, and I think knowing what your role is on a team can help a lot for a young developing player. If you have one thing to focus on and know what is expected out of you, it helps you feel a lot more comfortable. And Muhammad has definitely seen a boost to his game since being deployed as a 6th man.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Jones is checked in. And so he hits both.
You know, I think the one area where Muhammad seems to get more comfortable each year is the free throw line.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for him.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustments.
Here's Silk, defended by Jones. To the inside. Here's Muhammad, and the dunk by Muhammad.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
Boy, they have a chance to put an end to this one before it even really gets started. That's how good their offense has been.
Here's Silk. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The dish now to Collins. There's the pick. Here's Cobb. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Dang, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And when you see Jang, you don't expect a player, Doris, of his size to be a threat from outside, but he has a very soft touch in the mid-range, and it's getting better every year, it seems.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. Zhang can definitely face up and knock shots down, enough certainly to keep other big men honest when he steps out into clear space, and also helps a lot that every time he gets to the free throw line, he's been solid there.
Here's Hassel, and Aldridge sends it back, and he recovers it. Pass to Cooligan. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. It's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Jones with it. There's a good screen. To the inside. They swipe it. Silk passes to Hassel. He kicks it to Collins. Here's Hassel. Six to shoot. Feeds to Collins. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. He doesn't usually fire from out there. Silk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Timberwolves leading by 14. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Aldridge. No good off the back of the rim. And Los Angeles guys shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Dishes it to Collins. Pass to Hassel. Kicks to Collins. Over to the left wing. Dolman. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Nineteen seconds left to play in the first quarter.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Hey, you know, it happens sometimes. Clear your mind, on to the next play.
Back to Muhammad. The offensive rebound. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And, Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
Lakers trail by 16. So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter. There's the pick. It's tipped. And now it's Rubio running. He can go all the way. And the shot goes down. Rubio's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Minnesota. Here's Cooligan. Down low. Here's the Prophet. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. Doris, we asked fans to write in questions for you. We've had thousands, literally thousands of letters, emails coming in. The fans want you to answer questions. So here's one I just picked out of the fishbowl here. This is from Joe in Portland. What are your hobbies outside of basketball?
Yeah, I think this might surprise people, but I love to cook, Kevin. Not that I'm going to spend 3 hours in the kitchen, but having been the mother of two children, I love to cook. My daughter loves to cook with me. The other thing is I live at the ocean, so you can find me on the water.
I want to be one of your kids. My gosh.
It's not a bad life.
Now, I picture you as like with a towel draped over your shoulder and coaching, thinking it through, but enjoying the cooking process.
Oh, there's no question. I'll tell you what, if I make a good dish, just like John Thompson, the towel's over the shoulder, but if I have thrown it down, that towel goes in the air.
You can cook.
No question.
Minnesota leading by 16. It's stolen. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some O.
Minnesota shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Rubio dishes to Levine. Teardrop shot. Here's Towns. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, the body control of Karl Anthony Towns, just a terrific job to take the hit.
To the inside, Dolman. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Minnesota. And the free throw, no good. Well, when you're taking first overall, like Karl, look at that.
And that's how he makes his presence felt.
And Greg, we see him do it time and again. He is a special, special talent. And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Russell against Rubio. Payne kicks to Rubio. An easy 2 points on the layup. Rubio's got 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
To the paint, Dolman somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Timberwolves leading by 16. Towns, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, this was the match that everybody wanted to happen. A proven coach with a stellar track record pairing with a team full of young talent. Minnesota has got to be happy with the hire of Tom Thibodeau for a young core.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And for Coach Tom Thibodeau and the Wolves, it isn't just as coach, it's as coach and president of basketball operations. Doris, they went all in with Tibbs.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, and some teams might be hesitant to give that much control so quickly, but the Wolves were a team in need of direction. And when you have the resume that Tibbs has, it's certainly easier to give those reins to him. And also, they did what they needed to do in order to secure his services in what was a very competitive coaching carousel.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Now, here's Rubio. His last outing, he had 8 points. Wiggins from outside. Here's Towns. And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month? The Lakers, number 1.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
First free throw is good.
You know, in their amateur days, Jahlil Okafor was actually rated ahead of Karl Anthony Towns, but Towns goes on to win the Rookie of the Year.
Donnie's checked in for Ricky Rubio. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Doris, we have some prolific big men right now in the game. Who is the best post player, you think, in the league?
I think, you know, surprisingly, and a guy who's not getting on national television too much, to me, it's DeMarcus Cousins.
I like that.
Yeah, you're talking about a guy who can play with his back to the basket, is going to require at least 2 defenders if you're going to try to check him, but he can also step away and make shots. What I'm anxious to see is, does DeMarcus Cousins mature, and does he ever get Sacramento to a place or go somewhere else where his game can be more well-known across the country.
Well said. Do you think he's as difficult to coach as it appears from a distance?
You know, I think he's a hyper-competitive guy, and whoever coaches him is going to have as strong a personality as he does.
Spoken like a former coach. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Now Payne. He averages about 5 points a game. 4 on the shot clock. A three-pointer, Wiggins. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Here's the screen. Here's Redding. Passes to the Prophet. No good on the three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
His shot's off, but they're still winning. So hats off to his teammates for picking up the slack.
Outside, Russell. Russell, a screen on Wiggins. The Lakers working the ball around now. Russell kicks to Ingram. Jumper off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Minnesota leading by 16. Rob. Now the Lakers on the break. Here's Redding. Finished off the break.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Minnesota's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Towns the screen. Levine passes to Towns. He used that pick to get in close.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Matthews, he's checked in for the Lakers. For Minnesota, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. And that one misses. Well, the one question Zach LaVine had when he entered the NBA is whether or not he could be a reliable contributor on offense. But Doris, he's put in the work to improve his efficiency a great deal in that regard.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that for LaVine is that he's worked on his jump shot to where he's now more of a threat. He upped his field goal percentage from mid-range and from deep since his rookie season. He's shown better judgment in the shots he takes. All of that goes into making him a better player.
And it's Towns on the follow. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, this kind of scoring performance is going to have defenses reacting to Towns the way they did to Anthony Davis.
Timeout called the Lakers. Well, you take a look at Chris Dunn out of Providence, it's easy to see what talent evaluators see in this young man.
6'4", long arms, strength, blinding quickness. He is an NBA athlete and then some. In a draft year that was light on point guard, you knew he'd be one of the first to hear his name called.
And the Lakers making a change here. Hassel's checked in. Outside Matthews to the middle. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
You know, rough start for him, but he seems to have turned the corner here in the second period.
Dunn kicks to Towns. He feeds it to Wiggins. Pulls up on the wing. Count the basket.
Well, there's that in-between game, right? Wiggins silky smooth from the start.
Lakers trail by 20. Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Now, here's Dunn. He's guarded by Russell. Nice D from Russell.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Clock at 6. From deep. Kept alive. Hessel. Comes up empty down low.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Wiggins. That one goes. Count it.
Well, Wiggins, young in his career, but he's already giving lots of defenders headaches night after night.
Minnesota making some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Payne. And Jones subbed in for Zach LaVine. Free throw good, Wiggins.
I think one aspect of Wiggins that really helps his game that might be overlooked is how long his arms are. It helps him keep the ball away from defenders when he's driving to the rim. The high release point on his shot makes it that much harder to contest.
Here's Collins. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He got himself into space behind the arc, and the D never picked him back up. Boy, you can't lose him.
The pass to Dang. Wiggins outside. They set the pick. In the corner, it's Jang. Aldrich dishes to Dunn. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. And Doris, another benefit of Wiggins is his great length for his position. So it takes very few steps for him to go from the three-point line right to the rim.
Yeah, I think when you couple his reach with his hang time, you can see why he can adjust so many times in the air and still get off a great shot. It's really crazy to think he's a shooting guard with a 7-foot wingspan.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved, and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. And guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. Second shot opportunity, and Ingram lays it in. Ingram's got his third basket of the night.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Dunn passes to Aldrich. Wiggins kicks to Aldrich. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, it's been hard for him to find the range this quarter, but I do like his aggressiveness.
The feed now to Collins. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves leading by 16. Dunn dishes to Jones. Pass to Wiggins. To stop the drought. And he comes up with the deuce. Wiggins has got 7 now in this quarter.
You know, he shot well in the opening period, but since then, he's been absolutely dominant.
There's a screen. Here's Cooligan. Now the dish to Ingram. And the three off target.
Yeah, his shot's been out of sync, and it really has held them back tonight.
Dunn passes to Wiggins. Rebounded by the Lakers.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Cooligan, that's good.
You know, you've got to give the nod to that setup. Very nice assist, makes that basket so easy.
1:39 left in the first half. He got right to the cup using that screen. Aldrich has got 6.
And look at how Dunn slices apart the defense with his passing. Phenomenal in the pick and roll.
Here's Silk. They set the pick. He kicks to Ingram. Uncovered. Again, the Lakers. 1:09 left in the first half. Feeds it to Jones. Dishes to Wiggins. Picked off in midair. Fast break, here they come. And there's the call on Easy Breezy. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he's got to watch himself. 2 fouls here early in the second. Another would probably send him to the pine.
Minnesota making some changes. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Wiggins, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dunn. 52 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Rubio. That's tipped. Here's Silk. Kicks it to Collins. Here's Hassel. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves leading by 16. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. Here's Cooligan. They set the screen. Off the screen.
You know, I like what Muhammad does here. He keeps his feet moving and challenges the shooter.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Timberwolves lead by 16.
The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 19 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip, these guys had that swag. They had the attitude that you can't beat us, we can only beat ourselves.
Shaq, your take on the Lakers.
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
Lakers trail by 16. A high-flying pair of Levine and Wiggins at the 2 and the 3. Payne out there with Towns, and it's Dunn in at the 1 spot. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Here's the Prophet, and Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
This is what Levine's working on, pulling up when the defense gives it to him.
Pass to Hassel. There's the screen. He feeds it to Ingram. Los Angeles with another miss.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Well, you look at Brandon Ingram, and certainly a great body for the game of basketball. But, guys, it's his skill that really completes the package, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt about it. Shot over 40% from three-point range at Duke. He can handle and pass like a guard. One concern, though, he did shoot under 70% from the free throw line, and great shooters usually do better than that.
The free throw drops for Towns. And Towns drops them both. Lakers trail by 21. Russell kicks to Ingram. The pass to the Prophet. He dishes it to Russell. Pass to Hassel. Lets the 3 fly. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 5 assists in the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Not the strongest play defensively, though. I mean, he was taken out by that screen far too easily.
They set the pick. Dunn kicks to Towns. And it's good from the elbow. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's a beautiful in-between game. Towns just so pure on that shot.
To the paint, here's Matthews. Count it.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And you think of guys who are 3-and-D wings. Wes Matthews, throughout his career, has been one of the league's best. A prolific shooter and tremendously physical on both ends of the floor.
And Wesley Matthews, very capable from long range, but that's not all he does offensively, Doors.
No, Kevin, he's gotten much better attacking the closeout and stepping in to hit that mid-range jumper. He also looks to use his strength, going to work on the low block.
Shooting one, Chris Dunn.
On the free throw, no good.
And Dunn does a little bit of everything out there. Scores the ball, distributes it well, and also pounds the glass aggressively.
Here's Hassel. 10 points for him. There's a screen. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Payne. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Dunn. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
Foul. 2.
Shooting for Minnesota, Chris Dunn. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Now the feed to Ingram. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 15 here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Back to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked loose and stolen by Dunn. Inside, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, the defense has got to do more than that. Karl Anthony Towns embarrassing them.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And the Lakers call time here.
Start it.
And a look here at the shot chart.
Well, when you have a whole team that is locked in, this is what your shot chart looks like. They are moving the ball well and taking shots with confidence. When this team comes out and is knocking it down from all over like they are right now, they are one of the toughest in the league to beat.
There's the screen. Russell with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Pass to Hassel. That one, no good. And Minnesota now the other way. They host the Kings after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. So he gets the whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Adrian Payne. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Payne hits them both. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Matthews. Here's Hassel. He's got 10. Can they get it? Hits the 3-point bomb. And it's 7 points for Wesley Matthews.
Oh, the long ball from Wes Matthews, never bashful about firing from beyond the arc.
Inside, and stolen by Payne. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. Here's Levine. It's tipped. Passes to the Prophet. Back to Russell. And the pass to Sonikidze. Clock at 4. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. The Prophet. And it's off from three-point range.
And another miss. Woo. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Incredibly reliable as a scorer. He's always looking for ways to help the team succeed. It's happening again tonight.
Sonikidze, covered by Wiggins. Out to Russell. Pass to Sonikidze. Outside Matthews. They get it back.
Boy, that's shooting with confidence, accuracy. He's trying to keep them in it.
Timberwolves leading by 23. And here is Dunn. 10 points for him. Outside Levine. Shot off the pick. That one rolling around and rims out. Los Angeles has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Hassel. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You can't blame him for this deficit on the scoreboard. This guy's been consistent as always.
And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
What's up?
Well, he's still adding upper body strength, but boy, Andrew Wiggins helping him to score in traffic.
Ricky Rubio checked in for the Timberwolves. Free throw good, Wiggins. The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Back to Russell. Unloads from 13. That one off the back iron and out. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Rubio left side. The layup off target.
Got to be stronger about finishing those looks. That's a great opportunity, guys.
Indeed it is. You're right, Doris.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, his production has been unbelievable. Really a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Redding. Sweet little floater. 8 points for him.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Rubio with it. He's got 6. Payne dishes to Wiggins. Buries the long-range jumper. Wiggins has got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, terrific timing on that catch and shoot. Wiggins in complete command.
Pass to the Prophet. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Levine. Payne with a screen for Levine. This one for 3. Again, Levine missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Russell passes to the Prophet. Looking to get it going. And that's 2 points on the layup. The Prophet's got 8.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Fades. No good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Now, here is Russell. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And he's good on the 3 ball.
What an advantage from behind the arc. Too tall to contest his shot and incredible accuracy for a big man.
Minnesota calls timeout. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Zhang comes in for Payne. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Levine. The dish to Aldridge. At the top of the key, Jang. Now Rubio. He's got 6. Outside, Jones. 4 on the clock. Kept alive, Minnesota. Here's Rubio. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And Jones has it in the corner. Back to Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Too many. Simple as that. Their defensive weaknesses are being exposed right now.
Pass to Cooligan. He kicks it to Collins. Minnesota with the rebound. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Feeds to Muhammad. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. One thing you can't help but notice, Doris, with Muhammad is just how strong he is, listed at 6'6", which is a good height for his position. But he can bully everyone else on the wings with his strength.
You know, I think, Kevin, he welcomes the contact. That's perhaps more important than anything. Muhammad is very good at absorbing a hit underneath and continuing on to get a chance at a three-point play. And he looks very much at home under the hoop, even when he has to try to out-muscle opposing big men.
And that one falls for Muhammad. Muhammad hits them both. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Dishes it to Collins. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And he has slipped into a funk. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Confidence, he's lacking poise, he's forcing things that aren't there, he's just taking shots out of rhythm.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Levine's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Ingram's checked in. And that one falls for Muhammad.
I mean, the first thing you notice about Gorgui Dieng is when he's on the floor, it's his defensive presence. Very long arms to bother shooters, quick movement to stay and track drivers as they come to the rim. Such a force.
To the wing right side. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960.
Here's Muhammad. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And with Jang's defensive presence, Doris, he'll always find a way onto the floor. Everything else he does is icing on the cake.
Well, it isn't just protecting the rim that Dieng excels at, right? He also has great timing to deny passes and come up with some steals. He's carved out a nice role for himself in the NBA.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
As playing fast, but they're also making exceptional decisions in transition.
Here's Silk, guarded by Levine, launches it. Collins, good. Collins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Stolen away and pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Cooligan, that's good.
And how about that one-man fast break?
Boy, once he gets his hands on it, it's straight to the races, just the way it should be done.
Rubio outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rubio's got 9.
three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And stolen by Jang. Here's Muhammad. Offline with his three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Cooligan, covered by Rubio. And here is Ingram. 8 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Cooligan. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Rubio. Levine dishes to Rubio. Muhammad, no luck. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Jones, the pass to Aldridge. Kicks to Muhammad. Back to Aldridge. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Play styles change, as do leagues. Doris, with the influx of more overseas players in the NBA, what have you noticed in the change in play style?
You know, this is a really fascinating aspect to me because what happens overseas is young players are forced to play with a shorter shot clock than formative years in the United States. And I think the reason you see Europeans so much better developed and skilled is because they're having to be multi-tooled from their earliest days. And I think that makes them more well-rounded basketball players.
It's so interesting. And I've always thought, too, the Hubie Browns, the Mike Fratellos of the world, going over there summer after summer, running clinics and exporting this great game of basketball to Europe.
And I think, Kevin, your point is well said, and those two guys are great friends. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find someone, any individual, who's influenced more generations of basketball players than Hubie Brown.
Bravo. Bravo. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Profits checked in for Los Angeles. And here are the Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Aldridge kicks to Muhammad. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. The shot's good from Aldridge.
Well, making the extra pass, Muhammad's discipline on offense leads to a better shot.
Matthews with it. There's the pick. Here's Cooligan. Back to Matthews. The pass to Sonakidze. 4 on the clock. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Good on the triple.
You know, the D backs off in three-point territory. He'll take that shot all day long.
Jones kicks to Rush. Muhammad dishes to Aldridge. Matthews with the steal. Sonakidze passes to Hummel. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Might have overthought that. Not sure how he missed that one, guys.
Here's Muhammad. The 10-footer finds the target.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
There's the feed to Matthews. And the NBA allows more fouls than college with 6, but some feel it might not be enough as it affects games too heavily. We lose some of our best players too early, some say. What is the right amount? Too much, too little? What do you think?
Well, I think they're right where they need to be perfectly frank. And if you remember in college basketball, the Big East, when Patrick Ewing was playing there, they went to 6 fouls, and I thought the level of physicality became absurd on the college level. However, it's different on the NBA. I don't think that 6th foul, it's the perfect amount for this league. I get that the fans want the stars to be on the floor. 6 fouls over a 48-minute game is absolutely perfect.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Outside Matthews. Los Angeles with another miss.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Pass to Jones. Back to Muhammad. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Muhammad's got 14 points here in the second half. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Matthews against Jones. Passes it to Matthews. Out to the wing. Here's the Prophet. Buries it from three-point range.
3 minutes.
For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Aldridge kicks to Muhammad. Elbow shot is on the way, and Hummel pulls it down. The Lakers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. There's the pass to the Prophet. Out to the wing. Outside Matthews. 5 on the clock. Pass to the Prophet. And the layup falls. The Prophet's got 5 points now this quarter.
Woo, you talk about threading the eye of the needle. He has an uncanny feel for this game.
Inside Leaner, Muhammad, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Wesley Matthews picks one up. Well, the league is always looking, Doris, into every possible angle to make precise calls, to give it more precision, more efficiency, more validity. What do you think about some automated assistance for officials?
You know, I'm not sure about this one. What I would say is when we go to the replay center, if it's sort of a small call out of bounds at the end of game, whatever the case may be, I would like to see those officials back in the replay center make that call, communicate it, and let's move on. I think the pace of play would be helped.
They've almost perfected, though, the time it takes to put it up in front of the officials at the game and the view from the center in Secaucus.
They've done a really good job, and again, a case in point where the NBA is proactive trying to improve the game.
Yeah, it's the best of all professional leagues, I think.
No question.
Pass to Cooligan. Here's Redding. He feeds it to Hummel. Passes it to the Prophet. Outside Matthews. Here's Cooligan. Off target from outside. Now here's Jones. 11 feet away. Aldridge kicks to Jones. Expanding his range. No good. Shot missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Redding. Muhammad covering. Here's Cooligan. Matthews into the lane. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Aldridge has got 9 rebounds now tonight. The new TV deal, Doris. A lot of good things in the NBA's future. Is this the golden era of the NBA?
I think that this is the golden era, but it's the golden era because of the level of stars that we have. You have LeBron James, a once-in-a-generation player. Steph Curry redefining the very definition of a good shot. I do not like the criticism that these players have been under of late. I know I did not play in the old NBA, Kevin, but to me we need to celebrate the game as it's presently composed, and that's, to me, the special part.
Here's Hummel. He dishes it to Matthews. The pass to the Prophet. Lakers working the ball around now. Feeds to Matthews. Here's Hummel. And the Lakers with another miss.
not a quarter to remember as far as his offense is concerned.
It feels like he's forcing things, getting a little frustrated by not letting the game come to him.
Jones dishes to Muhammad. Aldridge kicks to Muhammad. No good from outside.
Almost seemed like he was overthinking that shot. Such a wide open look.
They need this one, and Aldridge sends it back, and he's able to get it back.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside, Jones. Here's Muhammad, back to Jones, and it's Payne in the corner. Rush the pass to Jones. The dish to Aldridge. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here, and the shot is good. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
I'm not sure how he got that shot to fall. That was a tough one.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Hummel kicks to Matthews. Here's Cooligan, defended by Jones. Lets it go. Here's the Prophet, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Los Angeles, the Prophet. Taking 2 shots.
Last on the first.
He misses the free throw. Well, the competition committee, Doris, is always looking at new ideas, looking at the NBA from so many different angles, so many different levels. Do you have a take on switching to the top 16 seeding in the playoffs, for instance? I know that's been a topic of late.
One of my favorite things about the NBA is they are always on the cutting edge of self-evaluation. And if they identify a weakness, then they're going to be proactive and make a change. The most fair way to seed in the playoffs is to pick the 8 best teams from the 2 respective conferences. Divisions clearly perhaps had a place in the past. They no longer do. Let's seed everybody 1 to 8. It's the fairest, easiest way to get the best teams competing in the fairest fashion. So I 100% agree to seeding 1 through 8 regardless of division.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
And I think Wes Matthews, you've got a guy who's a true leader, someone who's not afraid to speak his mind and let his teammates know what's up.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The Timberwolves have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Now here's Muhammad. He's covered closely. He kicks it to Aldridge. The drive by Rubio. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Matthews with it. Jones covering. Here's Redding. And Doris, many players have said the league has become softer over the years. In your view, has the league moved away from a physical brand of basketball?
Well, because you've been calling this league longer than I have, I'm throwing this question back at you. You look at a guy with the frame and game of Steph Curry. Could he have been successful in the era that the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat were basically hand-to-hand combat on a nightly basis?
I think he would have found a way. I think it would have been more difficult. Whether he'd be as prolific as now, I don't know. I think the game has the essence of all the best parts of the physicality without being the drudgery of every play being hand-to-hand combat.
I think as a fan, I would agree, because the Showtime Lakers were my favorite team growing up. They played with pace. They played with fluidity. You had the back-to-the-basket center. You had the hyper-athletic power forward. You had Michael Cooper guarding, and you had Byron Scott shooting the ball. I think they had every aspect that you could enjoy from a team standpoint.
Good perspective. Muhammad hits them both. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Dolman, defended by Jones. Outside Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Towns.
He had a major impact on the glass. He was such a huge effort guy all night long, making it tough for anyone else to get in position.
Matthews left side. That shot no good. And Minnesota now the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Rubio kicks to Muhammad. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
And that's the thing. When you fought all game, expended all your energy, you want to do everything you can to come away with the W.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.